Good evening, guys. This is BT's father, Pops, here again. Another night to share with you guys some more talking boxing. What's the news up today? What's been going on? There's a lot of things going on, and I'm just gonna try to share the best I can with you guys for the new information that's going on. The first thing that we're going to start out with is going to be there was some news, and our prayers go out with him. Is Leon Spinks, who beat Muhammad Ali, the greatest, in 1978. That was actually considered one of many upsets of greatest upsets in boxing history. Is actually in the hospital, and his wife Brenda. His wife Brenda. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me just get this right. I'm so irritated with this. His wife Brenda. Let me get it so you guys can see me, because right now you guys can't see me. Give me a second. Let's see now if you guys can see me better. Hopefully, stop when you're short. Mira el teléfono. Mira el teléfono, fíjate de eso. Está bien. Ahí, un poquito más. Yeah, so I want to send Brenda, who's been married to Leon Spinks for so many about 8 years now, has actually went on social media and said that he's in a hospital fighting for his life. Fighting for his life. So let us all pray for him and wish him the best, and understand that I also respect him because he also was a veteran, a U.S. veteran. He actually served the Marines, so shout out to him. I definitely love that. I was a veteran, so I can relate to all the things he's been going through. So yeah, so he was in the hospital before this actually happened, where he's fighting for his life. He actually got I guess a piece of bone, chicken wing bone, intestines, and he had to go through major surgery. So I just want you guys to pray for him, his family, and realize that we can't take life for granted, and just pray for him. It was reported by TMZ. Anyways, now let's get to some more of the other topics of the day. Like I said, I really feel bad. I really feel bad for. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get myself situated here. It's not easy, man. Bueno, mira. A ver. Y ahora. Está bien así. Está bien. And yeah, that's better. It's a lot better than what it was. Yeah. So basically, just getting back to the boxing news of the day. Like I guess all prayers go to Leon Spinks' family, and wishing that he can come out of this and leave it in God's hands. That's all we can do. Other news of the day that I'm really excited about is Terrence Crawford fighting on the 14th of December. On the card, it's going to be Teofimo Lopez against Richard Commey for the IBF title that Commey holds. And I just want to talk a little bit about what how Crawford feels about. People keep saying that, more or less, he says that the media made a big thing about about a year ago. I think Earl Spence came out and said something about that he's on the wrong side of the street, and vice versa. And Crawford came out and said literally, like, it's the media making this out to be bigger than what it really is. I mean, it's not as big as everybody thinks it is, but it is. First of all, Crawford came out and said that okay, if it's a PBC in the top rank issue, then why isn't Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder getting the same story about on the other side of the street? So I mean, he's just coming out and saying he's just tired of the whole narrative, and the media's not really being helpful with it. And I mean, he's to the point now that he says that he might go to 160 after this coming fight on December 14th. What do you guys think? But before I go on, guys, please give me a shout out from what state, what country, what city you from, and please smash that like button like you smash your girlfriend, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you can give a super chat, fine. If you can't, keep supporting the Fighting Mad T-shirt for BT, and thank you for being here. What's going on, PD? What's going on? What's going on, Shishi? I thank you for you being here. So like I was saying, so yeah, with Crawford, he's just frustrated with the whole thing. Like literally, like, he's saying that not Thurman, not Garcia. There hasn't been no other fighter in the PBC stable besides Pacman that's accomplished more than he has. I don't know what you guys feel about that and what you think about it, but I mean, you got to give Crawford some credit, man. He was undisputed at 140. He came to 147, and for some reason, nobody wants to fight him, and I don't understand why. I mean, yeah, people say his resume is not like this or like that, but it doesn't matter. I think he has every right to challenge for that, and the PBC stable should, bring out the big boys after him and see what he's all about and try to test him. I mean, I know that they were literally talking about Earl Spence, literally being was supposed to be a big fight, but because of the accident, we don't know what's going to happen with that. But he's just really frustrated with the whole thing, and I kind of feel for him. I really do. I kind of feel for him because he, it's like he's being. I'm not gonna say blackballed, but he's not getting the right treatment that he deserves, and I think he deserves. What do you guys think on that? What's going on, Lawrence RB? Prayers. Yes, you too. How you doing? Hello, Shadow Washington. Hello, Danielle. Please hit that like button, please. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, so we got that, and what do you guys feel about that? Do you think that Crawford's getting shaded by the boxing, the whole boxing thing? Because at 147, he should be tested. I think he should. I think he has that right. Crawford would go up at this time, at this stage. Back in a few years back, I would probably pick Gigi because I'm a big fan of Gigi. But the last couple of fights that I've seen for Gigi, he hasn't really called my attention on a lot of things. So, and to me, he seemed like he's slow. He's not the same Gigi that I've seen from the past. So I don't know if all this back and forth with the Canelo and him having the trilogy and all that affected him or not. But he's not the same fighter if you ask me. And so I would pick Crawford, definitely Crawford. Yeah, I would definitely pick Crawford. I think Crawford would be he would beat Gennady Golovkin. I think so. I mean, I've always said about Crawford, he's a live dog in that ring, and when he goes in there, he goes to battle. He doesn't care who it is, what it is. He's there to do some battle, and you gotta respect that from Crawford because that's what he really wants to do. He wants to show people. But since he's not getting the respect of a 140 weight with the welterweight class at 147, he's honestly thinking about going to 160, which I think it's a challenge for him. But I mean, he wants to do it. I get it. He's not getting no fights. You got to make some money. He's not a big name, but he's not a bad name either. That doesn't make numbers. That's one thing that Spence brought out. That he said that Crawford doesn't bring when he fills up the numbers or brings the numbers in, then he'll think about it. But I think that's a bunch of BS. I mean, Spence, when he gets better, hopefully he is, and God bless him. If he can fight again, that would be a great fight to be made to solve the issue. Another thing that Crawford brought out was that he said, I'm not trying to go back to 140. I don't want people think I'm a big bully and going to go back to 140 and bully everybody down there that I became undisputed. I'm not going to do that. Hey, what's up, SSB28? Hit that like button if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. And Crawford basically came out and said that he doesn't want people to think that he's going to go back to 140 to bully the fighters down there. He would rather move up to 160. I don't know why not 154, but he said 160. And let me tell you, 160, he's going to be tested over there for real. If he got 160, if that's what he wants to do, so be it. Sometimes fighters got to move up and try different divisions to see where they're going to get the food and the money in. You know what I mean? And I totally agree with Crawford. I mean, the great thing is that if Crawford moves up to 160 is that he's going to have a lot of good fighters in that division, and he definitely will be tested. You got Jamal Charles that just fought this past weekend against Dennis Hogan. You got Tony Harrison who's fighting Jamal Charles, the other one on the 20-some, I forgot what date it is, but the 20th or 21st. And then you got Patrick Teixeira. You got Julia The Rock Williams who took the belts from Swift Jebba Heard. And then one of the guys I really like a lot, and I don't know why I like him, but I do. I like Laura a lot. I like Laura. I think Laura has been there. He didn't get his due either. Irish Laura, the Cuban guy, and then you also got Lubin. Lubin's another guy that's on that weight class. So I mean, he'll get tested. Any of those fighters he fights in 160, he's definitely going to get tested by them, and he's going to have some action. So I think all those fights will be great for him. So whatever he does, I support him. What do you guys think? I don't know. Jaime McGee hasn't impressed me at all. He hasn't, and I'll say it just like that. He has not impressed me at all. Munguia, when he fought Dennis Hogan, the last fight that's when I started doubting him a lot. And until he comes back in the ring, he shows me a dominant fighting and show me that he's a live dog in there and he's fighting. He's not being boring and he's actually going to stand up and represent the Mexican people the way he does. I can't take him that seriously. I can't. So if he gets in there with Crawford, I'll still take Crawford. Yeah, SSB. I kind of figured that because, to be honest, the reality is, you put people in the seats, you fill the seats. It's all about money, and people are gonna come see you. I don't think neither Errol Spence nor Crawford actually put a lot of money in seats. To be honest with you, because I don't think BBC is doing a great job in actually promoting their boxers the way they should. So why go ahead and one guy call the other and say the other one's any better than the other when they both are not being promoted the right way? But I will take. I mean, that'd be a great fight, but I don't know how the numbers will do. Now, if you talk to me about Manny Pacquiao, Anthony Joshua, even Tyson Fury, guys like that, they'll fill up. They'll put money in the seat, especially Pacquiao and Joshua. That's what we've been proven, and that's the problem that I have. Sometimes boxers make excuses not to fight other boxers instead of just getting settling out. Who cares about them? Who cares? It's only one person in the stadium. Just iron out what you got to iron out and move on. That's the way I see that. Let me see what I have something else here. And then we also have like I said, Teofimo fighting Comey this weekend on the 14th. That's gonna be a big fight, guys. That's gonna be a big fight. And whoever wins that fight, Teofimo Lopez against Richard Comey. It's going for the IBF title. This is the second defense that actually Comey owns IBF title. So it's his second defense coming against Teofimo. But the big thing about this is that whoever wins this fight, the CEO of Top Rank, Bob Arum, said there's a 95% chance of this fight happening in March or April. And Bob would not be a fight if the winner of them face Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Or even David Haney. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Lomachenko, and that'll be a great fight. Whoever wins this on the 14th, it's gonna bring it down to who wins the IBF title. And it's also, I mean, Comey already has what I'm saying as far as Fimo Lopez. If he really wants to fight that bad, he better stand up and get ready to fight. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Comey is not no slouch. He's got power. He can knock people out like nothing. And I'm not taking that away from Teofimo, but I just think his mental state got to be in the right place. And it's fine. We're talking about that about Teofimo a little bit on him, a little bit on him. I'm gonna tell you right now, Teofimo, he still has the drama. Since he was, look at this, since 2017 and 2018, Teofimo was the only boxer in 12 years to win the Prospect of the Year twice in a row. I'll say it again. From 2017 to 2018, Teofimo was the Prospect of the Year to win the fight, Prospect of the Year twice in 12 years for that award. So you got to put respect to his game. But one after 2019, that's been a whole freaking nightmare for him. It started with his father. Well, it started when he got married. When he got married to his wife, apparently the family took it personal. They didn't accept her. So that there again, that causes a lot of heat between both the Teofimo and his father. His father didn't want to change or adjust certain things the way they needed to be done to make Teofimo a better boxer. So you gotta look at that. You gotta see all that stuff. You gotta see that. And then so what happened was even behind closed doors, from the article was saying that top rank officials were trying to bait Teofimo to change trainers, change everything, because his father was not using him to his full potential. So there again, if his father was not using it for his full potential, then it's time to make a change, especially now that you have the pressure now. Now you not only have the pressure of trying to please your father, please yourself in the ring. You got your wife between that. You got your mother. You got your mother. And Teofimo, to be honest, Teofimo's mother was actually, before he got married, she was actually his nutritionist. So a lot of static between the family that can make a big and effective fighter mentally in 2019, and that's been hard for him. So what did Teofimo do? Because top rank officials were telling him that he needed to change trainers and do this. He actually brought another trainer to be his eyes and ears and to make corrections, so his father wouldn't just go ahead and just justify that you're gonna do what I do, son. That's it. He brought in a guy named I got it right here, Joey Camache. I think Camache. That's what Gamache. He brought him in for that reason, to be his eyes and ears. He's a boxing trainer now. He was a professional fighter. He's the only boxing trainer and professional fighter from the state of Maine. He was actually a WH super featherweight. He had the title in 1991, and he also had the W featherweight title in 1992. So he has a lot of experience. So kudos to Teofimo to bring him into the camp and keeping the light, and keeping the candle burning, and keeping everything positive, despite the difficult nature of what's going on with his family and him. And another thing that I like about Teofimo is that you gotta give him credit. He actually beat his last three fighters that he fought. He beat him. They had a record of 80-4, and he beat them all. He beat the guy he beat was Mashu. I can't think of his name. Is a Japanese guy. Masushi Nakitani, who was 18-0. He beat him on a UD decision, and then he beat Edis Tally, who was 31-2, beat him by knockout, and then he beat who the guy that I liked that he beat. I was surprised to beat him. I remember seeing that fight, Diego Magillano. So give credit to him. He stayed focused. He brought in. He focused on his thing. He did what he had to do, and he said he doesn't want to hear nothing. He told the reporters, "I don't want to hear nothing about Lomachenko. I'm not focused on that. I got to focus on my opponent right now, which is Corrine. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough fight for him." Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, Roman Crawford, Andre. If that ever happened, man, I would have to pick Andre on that one. BOWE Andre, if they came down on weight and fought, that'd be a great fight. Because remember, BOWE Andre is a middleweight. But if BOWE Andre moves up, say 154, 160, and he fights him, I think Andre would destroy. I honestly think that Andre would destroy Crawford, in my own opinion. But back at Roman Gonzalez, Brandon just put out, BT just put out a video on Two School Sports on big news. Chocolatito Gonzalez is fighting on the undercard of, I got it right here. I'm going to get it for you right now. I was surprised. I was happy to hear that, because here in Two School Sports, the real P4P for us is Chocolatito. So, yeah. So, he's supposed to fight under the Ryan Murata card. He's fighting later on in December. And I'm happy for that. So, go to Two School Sports and check it out. And check out the video that BT put out. Believe me, he's hyped for it. I'm excited. The only bad part about it is that you'll be able to see Murata fight, but you're not going to be able to see Chocolatito's fight live. They're not going to show that. Hey, you guys, the 6 of you down here, please hit that like button. Tell me what city, what state you're from, and I'll give you a big shout out. And smash that like button like you smash your girl. Yeah, I mean, Teofimo, I mean, he came out of nowhere and he did his thing, Shishi. But you know, you got to give him credit what credit's due. His last 4 fights that he fought, he actually he went in there and beat him convincingly. So you got to give him that credit. And despite all the drama that's going on with his family, he's still keeping his mind focused and doing what he has to do. So kudos to him. But I honestly think Richard Kamei is going to give him some trouble, man. Richard got some power. So Teofimo better use his quickness, speed, whatever you got to do. Because if Kamei catches him on one, he's done. I'm telling you that right now. And Kamei's not coming there to just sit back lightly. He wants to make a statement, not just to beat Fimo, but because he wants people to see that he belongs in that same level that Teofimo, Lomachenko, they all treated. And he has already made one defense on this title. And he's going to the second one, which is on the 14th. All 9 of you, please hit that like button, please. Let me see what else got going on. Let me see. Yeah, man, I know. I look at Chocolatito that he's down. He's towards the end of his career. Maybe this is his last hurrah. If he goes ahead and wins this fight with this Japanese fighter that Brendan was talking about, I think he's 14 or something. He's a young kid or whatever, and he does that. Maybe he's trying to get a title and come back. So yeah, I would love to him not to see Chocolatito go in the limelight with some kind of title and just retire and call it a winner. That's just me. Hey, this one right here. All right. Now, Richard Kamei is no joke either. Okay, so see what's happening there. Man, if that's true, Daniel Raspers, how you doing, man? Big shout out. Make sure you hit that like I said, that like button, please. If that's true what you're saying, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Ryan Garcia fights Jorge Linares, he's going to get his butt whooped. I'm just going to tell you that right from the start. I think Linares is too strong for him. Too strong, more experience. He's been through the battles. He's been through the wars. And let me tell you, I mean, even when he fought Lomachenko gave him a hard time. It was a good fight. But I'm going to tell you right now, if Garcia steps up to the plate, he's done. Estrada will still have problems with Chocolatito. Yeah, Chocolatito's still there, but I don't know. We haven't seen Chocolatito fight in so long. I don't know how he is. Is he still got the same step? Is he quick? Is he fast? Is he still got the same skills he had? Because it's been a while since we last heard from Chocolatito. It's like everybody just disrespected him, and he hasn't got no fights or anything. And so, but in this channel, we respect him. He's a P4P for life. And hopefully he turns out and does good. That's BT's man, and I have to go back him up. Now about Richard Kamei. I'm telling you right now, man, Daniel. I'm telling you right now, if Garcia fights Linares, he's done. He just stay in his own lane and take his time. I got Comedian Fimo Lopez. Power-wise, I think Comey got more power. So if he catches Lopez, he's out. But I'm going to give a little edge, a little bit more, just a little bit to Fimo. Fimo's got a lot more to prove than Comey. Comey's holding on to he made one title defense. And Comey also said, hey, listen, every time I come into a fight, I'm always being the underdog. Nobody gives me the credit for what I have. So I'm coming in here to make a statement and to let people know that I belong to this level. So he's not going to be easy camper. So, but I'm going to take Fimo Lopez on this one. I didn't see that fight with Fante, so I can't really tell you how good he looked or he didn't look. How long was that fight, Shishi? So maybe you can fill me in on that. But I'm just happy that he's actually getting back in the ring. And even though it's not on the TV, which I feel is very disrespectful for him, the guy's one of the best, like BT tells you, and I'll tell you. And for him not to be on TV, come on, man. He's not a nobody. I don't understand how that is, but whatever. It is what it is. He's getting back in the ring, and hopefully he'll get a title shot. Michael Garcia, man, he just jumps all over, man. I don't think he's as good as everybody thought he was. Even when he fought Earl Spence, even if he moved up to Earl Spence, I mean, he right there, he got tested and he didn't do nothing. So no, I don't think so. Mike Garcia I liked him in the beginning, but every time I see him, he's just jumping from one place to another. He's never staying still in one division. He's always doing that. Now he's talking about that there's a possibility in 2020. He's hoping that he fights Manny the Pac-Man. And let me tell you, he hasn't fought since he's fought Spence. So I don't see. Yeah, I agree with you. Mike Garcia to me is a hype job. But in fact, I like Danny Garcia more than I like Mikey Garcia. All right, let me see what I'm gonna tell you a little bit about here. Yeah, I'll talk about Richard Comey. He's defended his defense one time, and it was against his last two losses before he became champion were against Robert Easter Jr., which I'm not really a great fan of his. After he got an easy gift from beating our boy Granados here on his channel, and he also lost to Denis Shafikov in 2016. So after that, Comey just picked it up, settled down with his coach, and did what he had to do, and he's been on a streak, and he's on a mission to go ahead and beat Lopez. And then, like I said, he'll probably be able to fight either Haney or Lomachenko. Who knows? Yeah, man, you're right, Danny Vasquez. Manny Pacquiao will beat any of these Garcias, period. Whoever they put in front of him. So whether he fights Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia, he put him out. And that's what I'm saying about Garcia. Mikey Garcia, he's just been sitting back, he's chilling, hasn't done really anything since the Spence fight, and now he wants to become relevant again. So, I mean, I just want somebody to humble that guy. I don't know why. I just don't like his attitude, really. Man, that'd be a good fight, Shishi. You ain't lying about that. That'd be a good fight. You know why? Because you got speed, quickness, you got power. They both are fast. They both are active fighters. So that'd be a great fight to see. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that'd be a great fight to see. Manny and Porter. I can go for that. I'd rather see that Sean Showtime Porter than see Mikey Garcia. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm saying Mikey has opportunity. Look who he fought to win. I forgot what weight was. He beat Lipinets for a title. Please, Lipinets. You couldn't find anybody better. Come on, man. You're supposed to be this great hype job or whatever. You've done this, you've done that, and I don't want to disrespect him because he's done great in boxing too. He's got a great boxing family with his brother Garcia being a trainer. A pretty good knit family. A very humble family. They came here with nothing and they made it. So I'm not disrespect. I just think that if you're gonna be legit, if you want to be judged, you have to have a great resume and a great menu when you retire. Your legacy got to be good. It can't be no Mickey Mouse thing. For the ADUs out there, like I said, tell me what city, what country, what state you from, and smash that like button like you smash your girlfriend. Yeah, like I was going to tell you about Comey, a little bit about Comey. Comey, he lost 2 fights in 2016, and then after that, he's just been focused. He got in the gym, did what he had to do, and now he won the IBF title, and now he's going to defend it again against Fimo Lopez. Then I don't know if Andy Ruiz is done. I will say this: sometimes when you get an opportunity and you don't take grip of it and hold it, and then when it's actually gone, you want to sit back and literally say sit back and say oh, this is what happened, make excuses. There is no excuse. Bottom line is you weren't disciplined enough to hold the belt. I'm going to say it again. A lot of that comes from your upbringing, from how your parents brought you up. Even if you're an adult, you got to respect your father. Your father's trying to tell you something for your own good. You don't want to listen. You don't want to see your trainer that brought you there, and you want to go out there and eat donuts and pizza. And then you want to use that cheap excuse, I ate in that party. And now you're wishing you had the opportunity again that you lost when you had the 3 belts. Sometimes we wish we had what we had. We wish we had something that we own when somebody takes it away from us. And now it's gonna be a long ride for him. And Lennox Lewis came out and said, I was gonna say that later on, but I'm also saying now. Lennox Lewis came out and said on boxingtalk.com, he was saying that no matter how you look at it, how he wants to dissect it, there was two fighters fighting for those belts. There was one that really wanted it and trained and disciplined himself to go get it, and there was one that just didn't care. And the one that didn't care, you already knew who that was, Ruiz. Yeah, Ruiz could be done. I could see him fighting the lower heavyweights in the division, but I don't see him. I'll put it this way: Josh is going to go get him when he's got all the other mandatories. He's got to fight. I mean, Josh has got to fight. He's got to fight the IBF mandatory, which is Barat Pula from Bulgaria, before the end of May 2020, and then he's got to turn around and fight. If he wins that fight the Usyk fight by January. They have to work out something by January or June, I think it was. That they have to fight each other. So yeah, I'll tell you right now, the mandatory was Usyk by June 2020. He's got to fight that. So he's gonna be pretty busy fighting his mandatory. So Ruiz gonna have to wait a while. You don't let things go when you have it, and now you're sitting back wishing you had it. Yeah, man, one thing you can say about the Mexican people, they're very faithful. Whether you're Mexican American or from Mexico, you back up your fighters no matter what, for your heritage and everything, and your tough fighters and your disciplined fighters. But when you go ahead and literally win something, and then you go and eat out a pizza sala, and just pig out and gripe and eat and let the outside influence you instead of the people that care for you, brought you where you are at to this day in that position you were in. And now you regret it. It's too late now. So you might have to wait a long time. But bless you. You made your money now. You can eat and you can do whatever. You can eat all the pizza you want. Yeah, like I was saying about Comey is that he made one defense on his IBF title. And if he wins again, like I say, he probably be fighting Haney or Lomachenko next. But another news I was just watching, talking about David Haney. I just seen in the news that he also just had shoulder surgery. So I don't know what was the case with that. He came out pretty good, and hopefully he'll be able to get back on his feet and go back to be the hard fighter that he is. So by that being said, I'm pretty sure that if Comey wins this fight, he's the winner of this fight is going to fight Lomachenko, and I guess now we have to wait whatever's going to happen to David Haney after the surgery he just had. What I do know for sure is that Bob Arum from Top Rank, the CEO, said that, like I told you, he said, if FEMA wins, there's going to be a fight in March and April from Lomachenko. You know what I mean? So that'll be good. Lomachenko will not fight. And he also stated, Bob Arum also stated that Lomachenko will not fight again. If FEMA wins, he will not have another fight until he fights FEMA. So that's written in stone. And you already know Loma owns the WBA, WBO, and he's Crowns, and now he got awarded the WBC recently awarded a franchise champion. So you already know that he's just like Canelo. He's got the choice of who he wants to fight. So it's up to him. But I hope whichever fighter wins this weekend that he better be ready, because these guys are gonna bring it to him. I don't know Cristiano. I don't know Cristiano if he's gonna move up to super heavyweight or what he's gonna do. But I'm telling you right now, he's done. I mean, he's got first of all, he's got to go back to basic and discipline himself, and realize the big mistake you made. I know he's young, but you got people behind you that were backing you up, and you just totally blew them off. Even the trainer came out and said, like, Reese, you were just lazy. You didn't concentrate on wanting to win the titles back. And then Abel Sanchez came out and said from Big Bear that he used to train Ruiz before he left him, and he said the same thing. If you go, just go. You can Google it up, and they'll tell you. You Google up, and you'll see in the media, the comments from everybody that they're really embarrassing. Just the president from the WBC, just came out and said that. I forgot. I didn't make it a note on it, but I remember reading about it earlier today. He came out and said that that was embarrassing what Ruiz did. And you know the WBC is from Mexico, whatever the station at. So yeah, so if he came out and said that, right? If he came out and said that, it was an embarrassment. Imagine what other people think about him. I mean, he let down a lot of people. California, you name it. What Mexicans carried out, he let down a lot of people. And he did it because he couldn't control his eating. Shoot, I would have controlled my eating, have my discipline, try to get those belts back from Joshua, and then I can eat all the pizza I want. Serious. I'm not trying to be funny. You guys don't forget to support the channel with the Fighting Mad shirts. We've got the Crawford over here. We've got the Spence over here. So if you want any of those shirts, just click the link on True School Sports and go ahead and get Fighting Mad t-shirts. Support the channel. Super chat would be greatly to help Brendan out and the channel out. And like I said, anything you give and liking it is just as good. I don't know how much heavier he really is, but he came in at 283, man. When I heard 283 pounds, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, whoa, 283 pounds? And you're gonna fight? And Foreman called it. George Foreman called it. He said that weight's gonna have an effect on him. And I said it all along. That's gonna affect him. It sure did. And now he wish he never ate all that pizza. You're right about that. You're absolutely right. Like I said, Andy Ruiz rolled the dice, went in there, and he wasn't supposed to be there anyways. And he did what he had to do, and he beat the shit out of Joshua. I already know that. I agree 100% with that. But that being said, no matter how you want to dissect it or you want to cut it or how you want to say it, what's going on, Patricia? What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Give a like button to the channel. Enjoy the conversation. That being said, no matter how you dissect it, Joshua won the second rematch. That's the bottom line. He lost the belts. That's the only thing you can think about. And then now I was looking at the ratings also about the heavyweight division. Who do you guys put first now? Do you still put the Bronze Bomber on top of the world? Do you put Joshua now because Joshua's back in the mix? Where you put Fury? There's all kinds of things going on. Well, his dad, this is what I'm getting about his dad. His dad, I was watching some videos before the fight actually happened. He's like, oh yeah, we can't take this fight with Joshua lightly, but after we get this fight done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fight. It's like he was confident about all that stuff, knowing good and well that his son was not training and doing what he was supposed to do. And then after his son's fails to get the belts, the father wants to go ahead and just bash him. I mean, seriously, honestly, yeah, he made a mistake. He wasn't right. He didn't want to listen to you. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you're part of the problem too. David Price is the bomb. Dave Allen, that's the line if I'm correct, right? Dave Allen's he's another bum talking. He didn't want Joshua to win, so he can go screw himself. And he didn't do bad. He didn't do great in his outing either. Tom Little, he definitely did. I mean, if Ruiz goes in, I'll take Ruiz over Little. Little was for embarrassment this past week. He got his butt beat by some guy named Motorist or whatever it was. Got beat down. So I'm done with Tom Little talking about this and that. Now, the guy that I'm really big on is Dubois. Watch out for him. And Frank Warren just signed another young prospect that he's having his first fight in one of the undercards coming up. I can't think of his name right now. But that guy's a young buck. And he looks like a beast just like Dubois and Dubois' younger days. Yeah, I agree with you, Hakamaster. I'm so happy about that. When I was talking to my son was telling me, and I thought my son was joking with me, but he was telling me Dad, you're not gonna believe this. I mean, we have thousands of belts already that makes boxing confusing, and now the PBC, yes, Al Heyman wants to go ahead and have his own heavyweight belt. So when I was talking to my son about it, I was telling my son, I said, that's just going to add some more confusion now. So we both hope that Joshua will rebound, which he did, thank God, and took the belt away from the PBC. Thank you, Jesus, for that. What's going on, National Memorial Gardens? How you doing? Oh, let me see. I can't read the whole thing. Thank you, thank you. Wishing you guys the best from the UK Northampton Shore. Blessed to you guys also. And like I said, hit that like button and join in the conversation. We can talk boxing all night. Yeah, so I'm happy to hear that Bob Arum's going to make that fight. Going to make finally we've waiting. How long have we been waiting for that fight to happen? How long have we been waiting for that fight to happen with Lomachenko and Teofimo and everybody calling him out? I told you eventually Lomachenko had to come up and fight. Blessings to you too, National Memorial Gardens. That's what Daniel says. Oh, you got Joshua, Wilder, Fury, Dylan, Usyk, Parker. Let me see who else you got. No, man, Andy. I'm sorry to tell you. After Andy showed up for this fight, he's not in my top 10. No way. You gotta show him more discipline, and you didn't do that. So I can't put you in the top 10. Yeah, you had a great fight. You shocked the world when you beat Joshua, and you beat him to a pole the first fight. But the second fight, you ate yourself with 3 belts. Nah, man, I got it the other way. I think my personal opinion is yes. I'm going to take Joshua based on the fact that he got the 3 belts. I don't care how good Fury is. I don't care how great Bronze Bomber is. The fact of the matter is Joshua got the 3 belts and Bronze Bomber has 1. So I would have it Joshua, Fury, and then Bronze Bomber. That's what I would have it. Oh, and ability, skills you're talking about? If you're talking about skills, out of Joshua, Fury, and Wilder, all around skills, I've always said, this is my own opinion, I've always said Joshua was that. But now with Usyk coming in, he's very skilled himself, but he's got to prove himself to the heavyweight class. I can't classify him yet. But right now, out of Joshua, Fury, and Wilder, I would take Joshua, Fury, and then Wilder. Wilder only has that right hand. He's getting better. He's got the right bum, but that's about it. Yeah, Fury got he's the lineal champion. Yeah, that means a lot. I'm not taking that away from him. But the bottom line, the one that got the 3 belts, Fury's always said that all those belts he had before Joshua had them, and when he left, Joshua just did some freebies. I don't know about that. My son said, yeah, but I like Luis Ortiz. You're right about that. I would actually classify Luis Ortiz higher than Ruiz. I'll tell you that right now. And Joseph Parker. I like Luis Ortiz. I think he's relevant to the heavyweight division. He might not be as good as he was a few years ago, but he's still there. Even though Wilder kicked his butt and made his eyes twist left back and forth. So yeah. Fury, we can argue that all day. I'm not saying that. I just like, for me personally, I've always liked Joshua better skillful. Fury moves around the ring. He jabs a lot. He's very good in the ring. He got good generalship. So I'm not taking that from him. But I'm going to take Joshua based on the fact skills. I'll still take Joshua. I've always said that. My son disagrees with me just like you. So yeah. But right now, I still will give the edge to Joshua. That's a good point, man. But Vitaly's not around. But oh my God, I don't know why, but I've always been a bigger fan of Vitali, and I didn't see that much in him, but I always like Vitali. So, I mean, but Fury, like I said, Fury's been around. He's had all the belts. If you ever see his videos on his house and all the belts he's won and everything, man, you gotta put respect to Fury. He's been around for a long time and he's done it. So yeah, I give respect to him. I actually think Fury will beat Wilder this time around. I honestly think that. For him to get up from that devastating knockout like it was nothing, and he pulled off that fight and didn't get it. I mean, just as much as Wilder knows him, Fury also knows Wilder. So yeah. A big problem. I've always liked Joshua with his skill set. I'm not saying that Fury doesn't have that. He actually's got to be skilled for him to win all the belts that he's won. Like I said, his ring generalship, his jabbing, and his antics in the ring are good. But I've always been a thing. That's my own opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but that's what I feel. No, I never heard that. I mean, enlighten me on that. Maybe he probably beat the crap out of him. And Fury don't talk lies. He don't say a lot of lies. So when Fury says something, I have to respect him. Okay. I mean, like I say, my son tells me the same thing all the time. My son says the best heavyweight, the top heavyweight right now in the heavyweight division is Fury. So my son's putting knowledge on me. You're putting knowledge on me. So thank you so much. You know, something I felt about Joshua and Usyk. I like his skills. Usyk, he was a cruiserweight. We don't know how he's going to fare in the heavyweight, but he's got mad skills. So I mean, that's if he comes up, I'm gonna have to dissect a little more. Daniel, to be honest with you, Wilder needs to change his whole team. Period. His whole team, his management, his team. He doesn't see it. He's blind. He's dumb as a rock. I'll be honest with you. There's other places he can go make a change for better for himself financially and everything else, and he doesn't want to do it. And what's sad about the whole thing, when he's retired and he's got the little bit of money he has compared to the other heavyweight champions in the division, he's going to think back on what you were saying. He does need to make some changes. I do agree with you. Okay, there you go. If that's fact what you're saying, then I mean, right there, you actually answered the question, you know. But like I look at the amateurs and I look at all that, and that's all good and fan and dandy. Now, actually, I understand why people look at the amateur record of somebody, but the reality is they're both professionals now. What they did in the amateurs, what does it have to do with the professional? But I do respect what you're saying. No. I was actually shocked that he won the belt, but I honestly, to be honest with you, with Tresha, I didn't think he was going to keep those belts. I knew Joshua was going to come back. I honestly knew in my heart Joshua was going to come back and put a beating on Ruiz, which he didn't do, but he used the sweet signs of boxing to go ahead and win that fight. So respect to him. So yeah, no, I can't. I understand what you're telling me. You're telling basically, so you're saying now because Ruiz won 3 belts, you're gonna actually put him over AJ, Fury, and Wilder? Hell no. I mean, I can't. There's no logic in that. You know what I mean? He was putting in a risk. He took a risk. He won. It was not just Joshua's night, and he beat Joshua's butt, and he got the belts. But I knew sooner or later someone was gonna get him, and I said it. When Joshua comes back, he's gonna make a point. Wow. What happened here? Wow. I mean, Fury's like that. That's something you gotta like about Fury. His personality, and he said it. He said I came from the gypsies. I was in the streets. I didn't have nothing, and I beat. I had to climb up to what I got. Nobody gave it to me, so you gotta respect that. I see somebody saying about Hawks Master. What? I didn't see. I didn't read nothing about that. When did that come out? I mean, I'm just asking you. When did that come out? Because I was reading. I was on. Believe me, I was 7 hours looking through everything, trying to find all the information I could about boxing, and I didn't see that. He actually pulled out. So why his health is still bad? Talk about Earl Spence. Hawk man, I'm gonna pray for him, and if he come back to fight, fine. If he doesn't, so be it. I mean, it was sad what he did, but if he was drinking and driving, he already knew he did it to himself. So blessings either way. I think Fury's like that, but when Fury has to step up to the competition, he's there, man. Nobody expected. What? Look at Deontay Wilder, right? Deontay Wilder, when Ruiz won the belts, he was so happy. Why? Because he knew it was the easy street for him whenever that fight was supposed to happen, that he would have to, he could have a chance if Ruiz to get the belts from Ruiz easier than he would get it from anybody else, right? So that's one. And then, let me see, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Fury gets up for the fights. When Wilder also fought Fury, what I was trying to say was also, when they first met, honestly, why do you think Wilder took that fight? Because he just picked it because he knew it was easy. Fury's going to be a easy cakewalk because he hasn't fought in a while and his mental problems and all that. Well, Fury proved them wrong, and he stood in around and he knocked him out, and he was doing that dancing and everything. Yeah, like he knocked him out, and Fury got up. It almost reminded me of that guy from the WWF, the guy that comes out of his coffin. I don't know, I forgot the guy's name. I see Fury just got up and came right back. And honestly, to be honest, I think he won that fight. But whatever, the rematch will settle everything. And Fury gets up for the big fights, and Fury will tell you the way he is. He doesn't care. He'll tell you the way he is. He just tell you how things are. I like that about him. But Bronze Bravo, he'll make all kind of excuses. He doesn't want to fight this guy. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do that. Like, honestly, what are you worrying about Josh winning the belts, dude? You had your opportunity to do what you want to do. You haven't done nothing. And now you got to fight. What's funny about it, he's got to fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte get reinstated. If he beats Fury or Wilder wins, they got to fight Dillian Whyte next. Yeah, the Undertaker. That's what it is. When he gets up in the coffin, he gets up and he comes out. I mean, I've seen Fury laying out there for a few seconds, and all of a sudden he just got up just like that. Why is that? I thought the UK loved AJ. Loved Fury over there. I don't understand why. I thought he's loved over there so much. Like, AJ. I think they should respect him too. Everybody has a story. Oh wow! Well then, there's no respect. If you got no, at the end of the day, respect is everything that you got. Besides money, money can be all you want, but respect is the main thing. If you can go out there and disrespect one another after not being professionals after whatever happened, that's not good. And AJ got a big carrying over there. So and people love him everywhere he goes. And so yeah, if that's what that Fury's doing, he's crazy. What? Rob Bryan, I don't know much if he's in the same weight, but yeah, that'll be good for him. Whoever gets in the 160, whoever Crawford gets in the 160 class, they're gonna test. He's gonna be tested. It's not gonna be easy fight to him. All them guys are warriors in there. Well, for all 12 of you, please hit that like button if you haven't, like your girlfriend. Tell me what city, what state you're from, and don't forget the mighty fighting mad t-shirts that Brennan has over here. I'll put it this way, big problem. I think everything evens out. Everything has a balance. I always say that in life. Everything has a balance, good and bad. Some people hate you here, percentage hate you here, and some love you over here. It's the same thing with everything else. That's how I look at it. Fury's just like, he's on his own way. He doesn't care. And that's why he's been successful. He doesn't care what people think. Yeah, so, yeah, Daniel, I don't know. Maybe Daniel, you should be a promoter. Maybe you can get out there. I mean, is Seattle, do they have good venues over there? Good venues over there to have fights? I mean, the only thing they have over there is what? The Seattle Seahawks, right? And that's big over there. So maybe, but maybe even in that stadium they can have a fight there. You know, that'd be great. But I don't know how big boxing is over there. Oh, Shishi, what happened? They said that he ate a cow. He ate more than one cow. He probably ate two. You can just see that. It's embarrassing, you know. Very, 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 very embarrassing. Yeah, man. Chavez must be embarrassed, man. I'll be honest with you, man. And talking about Chavez, Chavez supposed to fight Jacobs. I think it's December. Then December, I think it is. And Jacobs came out and was saying that he's got to prepare for either Gabe Rosado or Chavez, because you know the Chavez got this whole allegation going against him with the Nevada commission over there. So they don't know if, and he's suing them to try to prolong it so he can go ahead and fight in Phoenix and he go ahead and fight Jacobs. But from what I hear, Jacobs was saying that he has to. If Chavez can't fight, his replacement is going to be Gabe Rosado. That's what Jacobs was saying. Jacobs said he doesn't really care. He said, "I don't care. I just want to go ahead and fight and do what I got to do." Yeah, man. If Jacobs fights for Chavez, I hope he knocks him out. He needs somebody knocking sense into him. I mean, I feel bad for his dad. His dad must be very embarrassed. The Mexican people look at him and look at his son and say, "What's going on here?" But that goes with the fact that if you always give everything to the fighter because you got money, you don't make them earn it, you spoil them to death, that's what happens too. You know what I mean? It's like a two-edged sword, but it's the wrong thing. You got to let your sons grow up and be men. Oh, wow. That would be good then. But I mean, that probably be good if you know, Eddie Hearns, Bob Arum, Al Heyman, all these guys got to get together and somebody over there could promote that. I mean, that stadium's always full every Sunday when football's there. So why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be for boxing? I'm not gonna give up for the AJ Wilder fight. I think it's gotta happen. Just like what Lennox Lewis said, the fight has gotta happen because it's a fight that people and all the fans want to see. Whether whatever the situation is, that fight still has to happen, and I totally agree with that. People want to see what Wilder and Josh, all this back and forth for the last few years and everything. I mean, what did Wilder just said? Just come and sign, give me a call, and then they already started, and then Joshua said, well, you know, I'm ready. So both of them are ready. But right now, Josh got to take care. And what the thing is, Wilder knows that Joshua's got to fight all his mandatory. So he can talk all the junk he wants because he can't get to Wilder right away. But you best believe when Joshua gets all his belts, gets all his mandatories out the way, he's going to come for Wilder or Fury. I'm telling you that right now. And the same thing with Wilder. Wilder's sitting here talking smack, saying all this stuff. He better watch out for be careful what you wish for, because Dylan White just got reinstated from that suspension. They say he's cleaned and everything, and he actually has become the mandatory winner of the fighter of the Fury and Wilder fight. So he better be careful what he wishes for, because Dylan White wants to get his hands on him. Believe me, he's ready for him too. So he better just concentrate what he's doing, stop his talking, because it's not going to be easy. Yeah, big problem. Ortiz would definitely beat Ruiz, because he's got no discipline. When you don't have discipline in anything and dedication to it, and you proved that when you won the 3 belts and you couldn't understand how important that was. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to win nothing. Straight up. Yeah, I think he's gonna make a lot of adjustments, and he even realized it. And now it's too late, because what he had in his hand is gone, and it's gonna be a long time before he even gets a chance at Joshua. I don't know. I don't know that fight will ever be made. I don't think Floyd wants to come back. To be honest with you, matter of fact, I was just reading about Mayweather. I'm sure you guys heard about that. I got to give it to Mayweather, man. I disagree on a lot of things about him and this and that, but that man has been blessed with being a good businessman. I'll tell you straight up. He's going to Japan, and he's going to get into the casino business over there. He's already got some other promotional thing going on over there anyways. So now he wants to get into the casino gambling when they open up the casino for the first time in Japan. He's supposedly going to get involved with that. So kudos to Floyd Mayweather, the money man, the money team. You know, you got to respect him for that. He came from nowhere, and he's still doing it. And you got to respect him in and out, in the ring and outside the ring. You might not agree with all things he does, but that he's very shrewd with his money. Not many fighters have done that. I don't think. I'm telling you, whenever that fight happens, I don't even think if he's going to be one of the top contenders. He's going to have a couple of great fights, got money fights, because of what he's done and how he defeated Joshua the first time. But he's going to be waiting in line for a long time. I'm telling you that right now. No, man, the fact of the matter is Loma lost his fight. He lost that fight to Salido. We already know that. I mean, but I just, what my whole point is with that is that they hyped him so much about having the great, and I'm not hating him, because I like he's one of the best skilled boxers in boxing. But believe in your skill and get up there and fight the big dogs that have been waiting for you. Don't make it seem like a diva, or you got to have a bell, or I can't go down 2 pounds. But then if you fight someone unknown, you're willing to go to another weight and fight him. So I don't know about it. I kind of lost a little respect for him. Yeah, I think Teofimo's going to beat Comey. I think he's going to beat him. I really do, Hawksman. Yeah, man. Putazos 916, what's going on, man? Yeah, the takeover was coming. Like I said, he's got to get focused, do what he's got to do, and go forward from there. You know, he's got to stay on it. Don't sleep on Comey, though. I will see, man. Like I said, Comey is a big, tough customer. He's got that power in him, too. Yes, to me, when I was seeing him when they were doing the workouts, he was actually literally like, he looks bigger than the Teofimo. But, I mean, that don't mean nothing. Teofimo got a lot of skills, too. He just got to stay focused and get it done. And he's hungry for that. He's hungry. What's good about this fight is he's hungry to go ahead and win this fight, so he can go ahead and fight Lomachenko, who's been calling out. And Comey wants to prove everybody that he belongs to that level, so he wants to beat Fimo. So it's going to be a great fight. I actually think it's going to be a better fight than the Crawford fight, to be honest. Like I said, for you 6 of you that are here, please hit that like button. Go ahead and buy Fighting Matt t-shirts at BT's link and True School Sports. When I give a super chat to help the channel, we greatly appreciate it. And I'll talk boxing all night with you guys. Yeah, I'm not, man. That's a guy. That's a beast right there. I don't know why people don't respect him. David Benavidez is a beast, man. People got to watch out for him because he's coming. That guy gets in the ring. He's one. I mean, he's one of my favorite fighters. I'm not gonna lie to you. The big Benavidez, but the other one, but this one right here, I like this one. He no joke, man. He's coming for whoever's coming to come in there. He's not worried about that. He's coming for you. You just gotta go ahead and try to lobby for that. Yeah, I mean, Loma did what he had to do. Like everybody's is whether it's teens or whatever he was fighting back when and the amateurs, and he's got that record. So wherever he goes, that's always gonna follow him. No, hell no. I won't put him P4P. No way, not yet. He's got to go ahead and fight the big dogs and prove himself. To me, he hasn't proved himself. Yeah, you're right, McTreasure, but that's the way I look at it. I think he's got to fight these big guys that are out there right now. Stop making excuses and eventually it caught up to him. And I'm telling you right now, he's got to fight the big dogs. The big dogs coming for him. Yeah, McTreasure, you're right about that. Tank David's been willing to protect you for a long time. That's Money Mayweather's I'm gonna say that's his money man. So he's been protected, but he's got this big fight for Gamboa. Gamboa is coming out here. He wants to establish himself again as one of the contenders. So, and if you see, if you've been watching Teofimo on his workouts, he's actually working harder than before because he even admitted this is going to be one of his toughest challenges, and I see that happening. But after this, they got to stop putting him in big fights because at the end of the day, it becomes back to actually the record. But then again, look who's training him, or who's managing him. Well, he has to. But will he do it? Or we move on to another weight class? Who knows? Like I say, Loma is a bitch. I'm sorry to say. He's always whining. He's always got something. I don't like fighters that got a lot of talent and just making excuses. Get in the ring and fight and prove your worth. Bottom line, get in the ring and fight and prove your worth. And that's the difference between I respect Usyk more than I respect him because Usyk is not making no kind of excuses to fight anybody. Matter of fact, they're trying to push now for Wilder and Fury fights that have been Dillian White. They want to try to push that he should be one of the mandatories. But I think Usyk is come back to the heavyweight right now division. He's got to go ahead and get established, get a couple fights under his belt, and then I think he should be mandatory. I don't think that he should be just mandatory right away in the heavyweight. He just got there. Yeah, he's small, but I think the most Loma can fight 135. I think it is, or that's what he's fighting right now. I don't think if he's a deep about going up 2 pounds, imagine going up for 5 pounds. So how much does he really want to be a champion? That's the question why I want to ask. I'm gonna say another guy that's coming up. Yeah, he's skinny, but I mean that guy trains like a monster. You see his training and stuff. That guy does a lot of crazy stuff, man. You gotta take that into account, man. That guy's a beast. If you just use those skills and fight the top dogs in the division and prove his name, get his name worth, and it's okay. But when you make excuses, I can't respect that. Another guy that I was talking about earlier was Dillian White. Like I said, he got reinstated by the WBC. He's now the WBC interim champion and challenger of the winner of Fury in Wilder fight that's happening in February 22nd. I can't wait for that because Dillian White really wants that. Yeah, Daniel, it all comes down to what do you really want? How do you want your legacy to be? I mean, that's what it boils down to. How much do you want when you walk out the ring for the last time, people to remember you by? If you want them to remember you and question you about who you fought and your credibility, or do you fight the top dogs in the division? Yeah, I know he's tough. Now, matter of fact, I was trying to get with you guys because I think last night some of you guys were talking about some of the Japanese fighters, and I could not find a lot of information on the most recent fighters in Japan. I made a list. Actually went down there. The only guys that I actually looked at was the guys that you guys mentioned, and they came up. But I was trying to find the top 10 Japanese guys, and right now he is the big dog right now. And I mean, kudos to him. He got all that because he worked hard for it. And no, he didn't just get there just like that. He had to work hard for all that. Yeah, but top Japanese boxers, I got Inoue the monster. He got three-weight. He's a three-weight champion, unified bantamweight world champion, IBF by Ring Magazine, 2019 WBA champion. So he's got some. He's got some. I mean, he's very respectful. He's got power. He got everything. He just fought Done in the last fight that he had, and that was a great fight that he had, and from the Philippines and him, and it turned out really good. So yeah, so I know going from that, the only other person that I could find was Morata. You guys were talking about. He's a WBA middleweight. He had a WBA. He's got the WBA title middleweight title. He also regained. He had it from October 2017 to October 2018, and then he regained it again on July 2019. And then I found out about Tomaki, the other guy, Tomaki Kameda, 122 pounds. He recently fought Ray Vargas and outpointed him in the win. And then I found another guy that you guys were talking about the other night that I would tell you I would do a little research, but I wanted to know more about the Japanese fighters because I don't know much about them. Kohesi Tanaka. He's a three-weight champion, three-weight world champion. He won the WBO flyweight title. He won the WBO minimum weight title, 2016, and he also won the junior flyweight title. So he seems to be a beast. But that's all I found out on that. To be honest with you, I'm like, damn. And I was doing my research on that. It's okay. He's been one. I think Dylan White has been waiting a long time to fight. He's been wanting to fight Wilder for the longest time. They've been having him on the shelf. So I think he really wants to fight and settle things with Wilder before he even thinks about Fury. You know, there's always corruption in boxing. You always know that always something behind closed doors. I literally didn't know. I mean, just food for thought. And I was reading about it today that they were saying, and I don't know how true this is. I guess Al Heyman pulled some strings, and I read in one of the articles, Al Heyman pulled some strings with the WBC to try to find a way to hold back Dylan White from being a mandatory, so that Wilder can keep his belt as long as he can, which I think is real crazy. But I don't put it past him. Yeah, Loma's accomplished a lot. I'm not going to say that he hasn't at a faster rate, and he's done a lot. I'm not saying that. What I don't like about him is that he's had fights where he could have fought certain fighters, and he came out and he was saying like, "Oh, I don't want to fight this guy because I want 2 pounds," and just it's a diva. Just fight. That's why I like Usyk. And Usyk come from the same country. That's why I like Usyk a lot better. I'm not saying Usyk's not the same. I just never heard him act the same way as Loma. He's actually gone to the cruiserweight, dominated the cruiserweight. When he beat Bellew, he said, "I'm coming to the heavyweight, and my goal is to become undisputed in the heavyweight." And that's it. Bottom line. I've never seen him whine yet. Yeah, man, that's crazy when I see that. Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm telling you right now, if Dylan White wins his fight if you're the winner, if he wins the winner of Fury fight, Wilder, if he fights Fury or Wilder, which one he's gonna fight one of them either way. I'm gonna tell you right now, when he fights Wilder, I can see him beating the crap out of Wilder. Wilder just got that right hand punch, but Dylan White is powerful too. But in his last fight, he didn't seem He didn't show me a lot when he was fighting this past fight that I seen with him. I'm talking about White. But then he was saying that all this is going on, all this politics and all that's affected him a lot, blah, 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 blah. But regardless, the man needs his due, bottom line. I'm telling you, Fury's going to come in and do something to Wilder. Wilder better watch out. I mean, the funny part is that they both know each other pretty well from the first fight. So, you know instantly when they go in there, Fury's going to play his game, move around, jab, move around, stay around, jab. And he's going to clown with Wilder. Wilder's going to get frustrated, and you never know what could happen. But I'll tell you this, Fury does not have the same power that Wilder does. Well, that's what's going to happen. He's going to fight Wilder of the winner of Wilder and Fury. And it's not really up to Wilder. It's Fury, the PBC, the WBC, putting all this other stuff behind that we don't know nothing about to hold him back. I didn't understand until I read a lot of stuff today. I was like, wow. I don't know about that. They both have as far as Inoue and Lomachenko. Those are two heavily skilled fighters right there. And right now, I haven't seen Lomachenko fight in a while, so I have to check him out and see what he does. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you gotta hurt him, but I mean Wilder's not gonna come. I'm telling you, Wilder he's got that punch, man. And if he catches everybody, he's been blessed with that punch. So if he catches everybody, forget about it. That's true too. That's true too. But at the same time, how many fights have we seen Wilder go in there and we're like, okay, he's done, and all of a sudden, nobody puts him out when they were supposed to, and he comes with that devastating right, and puts everybody out. You gotta give credit where credit's due too. He's got that. As long as he's got the devastating right, he's always gonna be around. So if you're a fighter, you gotta come in there. And I think the closest fighter to actually beat him, and I'm gonna say it just like that, is Fury. Another fight that I wanted to bring up was that caught my eye. I was watching the news today. Was you guys probably think he's all washed up? Is Roberto the Ghost Guerrero? He's in the welterweight division. And in 2020, he says he wants to go ahead and fight either Mikey Garcia, Denny Garcia, or Manny Pacquiao. I mean, so this is Guerrero's wish. His last three fights, he's won. He won with UD and I think two UDs and one knockout. And he's got a good record, so why not? He held championships in two weight classes, IBF title twice, featherweight title from 2006 to 2008, IBF junior lightweight title 2009 to 2010, and multiple interim titles, lightweight and welterweight. So he wants to come in. What do you guys think about that? You guys think he's washed up? You think he's washed up? You think Guerrero's washed up and he's done? That's what he wants to fight. I guess that's his wish. That's his wish. That's his wish for Christmas, I guess. Yeah, it probably will be, but I mean, you've seen crazier things happen. But yes, you see, so you guys, what do you think about Guerrero? You think that's good, or you think he's washed up and because he took 2010 off from boxing because he had to help his wife fight leukemia. So much respects to Roberto Guerrero, but he's fought some big fighters. He's fought Joel Casamaya, Andre Berto, Floyd Money Mayweather, Denny Garcia, Keith Thurman. So he's had some big fights. I mean, his last three fights that he fought. His last three fights that he fought was Gerald Thomas, who was 14-1-1. Heavenson Herrera, who was 24-16-1. And Adam Mate, 2012. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about girl? You think she come back or just go ahead and just retire? Just let me know what you guys think on that. That's a good thing. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Joe Joyce with Big Baby Miller. I think Joe Joyce called him out a while back. He called him out. He actually called Big Baby out, and Big Baby didn't want him because he said you need to earn more time or whatever the case was. But that would be a good fight. And in that fight, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna take Joe Joyce. I'm gonna take. I don't. Big Baby's talking too much. He's hating on Joshua. I mean, he's a three-time cheat, whatever it's called, for the drugs he got caught for. And he's angry because Joshua got the belt that he should have had. Well, you shouldn't cheat the system, and the system would have caught up with you. Always a cheater will always be a cheater. And put respect to the sport of boxing to yourself. Yeah, I mean, that'd be good, but Big Baby wants to get some belts. He wants to get the belts that Joshua has. He wants to be a champion and all this other stuff. But what he didn't realize, he had the same opportunity just like Kanaki, just like Ruiz. And the difference between Ruiz and Kanaki is that Ruiz had a heart. Ruiz had a heart. He believed in himself. And he took the challenge. And he didn't cheat. He ate himself. He ate himself out of retaining his belts. But he wasn't a drug cheat. And Big Baby, no, I'm not hating on you. I'm just telling you the facts and the reality of it. You were cheating when you were doing UFC or whatever you were doing before you came into boxing, and you did it yourself. You cheated yourself. You gotta live with that. Be a man, accept responsibility, move on, and stop pointing and stop hating. I like Joyce. I like Joyce because Joyce has called out a lot of people for the few fights, and nobody's giving him a big chance. But I would love to see him fight Big Baby. Eddie Hearns don't even want Big Baby. I wouldn't either. I'd be embarrassed. Oh wow, that's a good comparison. How you comparing that? I never thought of it that way. Yeah, that could be it too. I mean, don't get me wrong. He got his, I mean, Donatier gave him a run for his money and hit him pretty good with some good shots and stuff. So I could see that happen. I could agree with you, Patasos. Definitely. Let's see. What else I want to say to you guys? I'm going to say, I think it's Rigo came up and he came to fight him, Lomachenko, but I don't think he was ready for that. Honestly, I don't think he was ready. His mind wasn't in it. He wasn't focused. He was just out of it. And now he's coming. Now he's just come back recently. He's trying to get himself back into boxing form. Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's fighting. I got his date. I think I wrote down when he's fighting next. Danny Garcia. He's supposed to be fighting in January. I think it is. He's supposed to fight. I forgot who he's going to fight. Oh, he wants to fight. But I like Danny Garcia. He got that Philadelphia style to him. Another fighter that I like because he's worked for everything he's got. And I can see him making some noise. I see Danny Garcia was saying that in the new year he wants also want to fight Manny Pacquiao. Everybody wants to fight Manny Pacquiao because he put money in their pockets and he fills seats. So yeah, that'd be a good fight. But I would still take Pacquiao over him. Yeah, I agree with you. She's on that one. And another thing that I was thinking about today was Eddie Hearns. Remember, I told you that I would think that it would be best to reward Joshua to fight back where he brought the belts back from, too. And Eddie Hearns is actually looking for a venue for Joshua to fight because Joshua, I guess, I came out and told Eddie Hearns, I don't want to have another fight in the UK. I don't care who I have to fight, but I want to fight in front of my fans. The only thing is he won't be able to fight in his favorite stadium, Cardiff, Principality Stadium, or Wembley, because Wembley Stadium because the dates don't they conflict with each other and it wouldn't be right. So they're trying to get him to fight in and the new stadium that Tottenham the FC the football club built. That's where they're looking to put a fight in there. So I hope it works out for him because I think Joshua owes it for his fans and respect to him. LA 12, I really would like to see Canelo fight like I've been saying all along. Bubu Andre or Billy Joe Sanders. I want to see those. I want to see him fight one of them too. If Charlo comes along, okay, fine with Charlo. But I really want to see fight Bubu Andre with no stipulation, with no dehydration clause, nothing. Bubu Andre, and he has. I don't know who he's going to fight. There's probably some Mickey Mouse. I don't know if Rico did that. I think Rico just went up just to challenge himself. You know, he wanted to challenge them, and that's what people missing out. They're making a big thing about what Lomachenko did to Rigo. And Rigo's mind was set with it, but nobody's really giving credit to Rigo. He had to jump up 2 weight classes to get to where he's at, and you got to put respect in that name on Rigo. He's still a great fighter. He goes back to his weight and he dominates the boxes there. He'll be fine, but nobody ever put the respect on his name for what he did. But then you turn it around, you look at Mikey Garcia, who moved up to fight Earl Spence, and all of a sudden, everybody want to give him credit. Come on, man. Give his credit what credit is due. Who you asking me, LA? Who would like to see fight in the UK? I like, if you're talking about Joshua, I think he deserves some something to his fans. So definitely, I would like that. I would like to see him fight in the UK. Who are you talking about? Who you else? I'm a little lost there. Okay, so you're telling me, would I like to see him fight Rigo in the UK? Whatever, you know, his opportunities there. Yeah, Canelo's too busy. I was reading about that. Canelo's too busy about finding the venues that he wants to fight in. He should be fighting the people, the boxers with the big names that want to fight his ass and kick his butt instead of worrying what venues he would like to fight in. Please don't call the shots until you fight the big dogs. That's the way I see it. Yeah, but that's Fury's that's the problem with Fury. Fury is like that. Fury is like that. Fury that's just the way he is. I mean, I'll tell you what I didn't like about Fury and what I didn't like about Wilder. I didn't like that whole back and forth, the promotion, how they had the live stage set up and props, and he's there with his lips out and he's this and that. I'm like, sometimes I wonder about Fury, man. He's wild. I mean, at some point you gotta act like a man. You know what I mean? And I don't know if people like that about him, but that's one thing I don't like about him. When you show up like that and put your lips on for another man, shit, I'll knock the crap out of you if it was me. Golden Boy has been like that for the longest time. Um, they just say certain things, they do certain things the way they want to do it, and they hype this guy up. Like I'm really like I can't even look at Oscar De La Hoya anymore after what happened with the Kovalev and Canelo fight. I mean, that's ridiculous. How where it's like I say, if I go in there and I kick somebody's butt or kick one of you guys' butt, am I gonna put it on Instagram and I'm talking about Kovalev and be proud that you beat me, you knocked me out? Am I gonna be your friend when I'm going to fight you in the ring? That's all. The whole thing to me, I honestly think it was set up and it's a joke. So I definitely lost respect for Canelo. That and the dehydration clause with him. I always say I could never compare to the Mexican greats. And as far as Kovalev, I was big on Kovalev. After he did that to me, not to me, but how he turned out that fight and how he was friendly to him and laying back and all this. And then you come find out that a lot of it, that why he acted that way and everything was because he had financial situation with whether he's getting a little lawsuit or whatever it was. So he needed $12 million, but I can't respect you. I don't know if he made an excuse when he fought to that. The only time that I seen that I would have taken Kovalev's side is when the Andre Ward and Kovalev when they were fighting when supposedly, and I see with my eyes, and I got 4 eyes, and you can see when Andre low blowed him, and they didn't call that. So yeah, so whatever. But other than that, after he came out sick, doing that dancing with the Mexican thing and doing all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's just getting Canelo's head before he fights. And then I find out it's all more like it was gimmick for everything because he was in a financial problem. He can go screw himself, him and Canelo. I'm not gonna say it's a real KO. I can't really see that being a real KO because of the simple fact how everything was played out. You see him in the red dress room just sitting back, relaxed, like it's nothing. Prior to that, he goes on Instagram and he's putting on this Mexican song and he's dancing to it like it's nothing, right? And then he's taking pictures for Canelo before the fight. Like, who does that? I'm about to go to war with you. I'm gonna take a picture with you when I go to war? Come on, man. And then as after a couple days after that, he goes on and it goes on Instagram and he comments on certain things and indirectly says that he had to do this because of this and that. At the end of the day, your conscience is gonna bother you. You lay down and you let down the people. You are, and I'm gonna say this again. Cole was a much bigger man than Canelo. Yeah, the dehydration clause was a factor, but Canelo, I mean, but that you can't tell me that was a fight. That whole fight was set up. Kovalev did it for the money, and then he goes on Instagram and shows his family on vacation. I don't respect you no more. I don't. I hope Bidovic beats his ass, another Russian, or I hope what's his name? Not Bidovic. There's another guy, a Russian guy that I was talking about. Should beat him also. Yeah, it was it was like a joke. If I'm gonna fight you, right? If I'm gonna fight you, McTreasure, right? If I'm gonna fight you, am I gonna shake hands with you and hold you and take pictures with you and be your friend and all that? Come on, man. And then you come out, I need to do that because of financial. So you lied to yourself, you weren't honest to your fans, and you treated the sport of boxing like everybody else. I lost respect for you. For all time, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit it. Like you're smashing your girlfriend. You got Fighting Mad t-shirts behind me. And super chat if you want to, but I really appreciate that if you just hit that like button. I also wanted, we already talked about him, but Spinks, I would tell you about him. Eddie Hearn's trying to get Joshua situated with a fight in the UK. I hope that works out. So yeah, and then now in the bantamweight division that we were just talking about, believe it or not, Nordino Bali, he actually is the WBC. He holds the WBC belt, and he was ordered to fight. He wanted to fight Inoue. Bivol. I want Bivol to beat him, or I want Bivol to beat Canelo. I don't care about all that stuff. I can't stand Canelo or Kovalev. No. You know why? Elliot, I have to disagree with you. You know why I'll say that? Because when Wilder hit Ortiz, I don't know if you've seen that. Ortiz fell back, and his eyes were rolling. And that when you get hit like that, that was not fake. And Ortiz didn't go before the fight and hug Wilder and let's take pictures and you know, we're friends before the fight and I'm gonna dance your music and we're gonna be good friends. No. I just totally disagree with you in that fight. Go look at that knockout again and tell me where his eyes were. If I hit you in the temple, I hit you in the eyes and you not get knocked out like that, no, that was not fake. The reason I call it Canelo and Canelo Kovalev that because the way it was orchestrated, period. There's a lot of people that have been chasing Canelo. Canelo doesn't know what he wants to do. Man, I would love to see Benavidez fight Canelo. I would love Benavidez to fight Canelo. He would put a new, you know what, on Canelo. Canelo doesn't want to fight Boo Boo Andre. Definitely don't want to fight. If he fights Benavidez, he's done. I'll tell you now. Boo Boo Andre will beat his butt all over that ring. Doesn't want to get humiliated. Benavidez will definitely do the same thing because he's a beast. So Charlo been chasing him. So I don't know what he wants to do. He's just another diva with all that money. like I was telling you about the bantamweight division. Natito Donaire is actually the mandatory to fight Nordine Obali, who actually fought his last fight against Inoue, and he apparently Nordine Obali has the WBC belt, and he's got to defend it against Donari before January by January of 2020. He wanted Inoue, he didn't get him, but he got Donaire. The reason Donaire got it was because, but listen to this crap. Donaire got the fight because WBC had a ruling in Mexico saying that they removed Luis Neri from the top spot because he failed two weigh-ins but not being the actual proper weight. So they stripped him of his top spot, and he failed out. What Neri was supposed to fight Emmanuel Rodriguez November 23rd, and he failed that 6 times. So 2 times they took him off the top spot, and because Donaire has fought Inoue, they decided to give Donaire the shot with Nordine Obali's WBC belt. What do you guys think about that? And keep in mind, Obali already beat Inoue's little brother to kill him. All right. I mean, Danny Garcia he can keep cherry picking, but when he gets to the big fights, he's gonna get humbled too. I mean, I was hearing that I don't know who offered Danny Garcia $3 million and he didn't take the fight. I forgot who he was supposed to fight. I should have wrote it down, and he turned it down because it wasn't $5 million. How much money do you need? You already got enough money. Some of these fighters are unrealistic at all. Yeah, that would be a good fight, Malone Jones. That would be a great fight if that happened. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if Gigi he hasn't fought. What? He didn't want to fight Gigi for the 3rd time. He said he's tired of it or this and that. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I would rather see Gigi fight Canelo than Kovalev for the simple fact that Gigi is not going to sit back and get punked out or play the actress game. You know what I mean? Like Kovalev did. So I think Gigi would have beat him, even though I think his time is done. I think he's done. But not a big fight, and that's it. Yeah, Malone Jones, that would be a good fight, actually. Danny Garcia and Marky Garcia. I'm taking Danny there. I'm taking Danny. Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rico. He's from Philadelphia. I mean, what more you want? Danny's done everything. He's got that. He's stationary. He stays in the middle, and we get you one of those shots, you're done. And I think he would definitely humble. Definitely humble Marky Garcia. Marky Garcia is good. I'm taking him away from him, but I just think Danny Garcia will beat him. What else? So with the Obali fighting Donaire, that's going to be a great fight for the WBC. Neri needs to get more discipline too. If he failed 2 weigh-ins in the first time and WBC called that out, then he needs to wake up from that. Let's see. Who you talking about? Mikey Garcia? He don't know what he wants to do. That's a problem. He don't know what he wants to do. He really doesn't. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, Chocolate Tito Gonzalez is fighting on December 23rd in Japan, and that's where Ray Miura is fighting Stephen Butler on that night. And I would love to see, like I said, that would be a good fight. Watching that, watching what's your name fight. If Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia actually fought, that'd be definitely a great fight there. Well, if they fight, if Nate doesn't fight, that'll be a good fight too. Chuck, like I said, Chuck, I think Chuck Tito he's almost done. I think it's time for him to win one more big fight and move on from what he's got to get done and go from there. Oh my God, Jesse Vargas and Mikey Garcia. I like Jesse Vargas in that. I really do. Vargas is another one. He always train. He never stays with the same trainer. He's always moving around with different trainers. That's what I'm saying. Mikey never goes. Mikey doesn't stay still in one weight class. He's always moving around, jumping around. And I mean, yeah, he's won this title, that title, but what has he really done? Honestly, what has he really done besides that? You know, guys, don't forget the December 13th Virgil Ortiz fight on the Zone. I'm gonna actually watch that card. I'll be live for that, and then on the 14th, I'm gonna be for the Terrence Crawford fight. Yeah, Mikey. What I don't, LA 12. What I don't like about Mikey when he beat Lipinus, he could have fought. He could have fought a better opponent to get that belt. Honestly, Lipinus. So I was glad when he went up on weight and he fought Earl Spence and Earl Spence schooled him. I was happy about that. I was not crying one bit about that. He deserved that. To tell the truth, you know. Think about that. I mean, Lipinus for a title, please. Then you justify by saying, "Oh yeah, I won," please. So I was glad when that happened. Oh man, Virgil Ortiz, he's fighting. I'm gonna have the fight live. He's fighting on the 13th. I like him, man. He's a young kid. He's hungry. He's still learning, but he's proving himself a lot. And he said in 2020 he wants to fight the big names, man. Yes, I look forward to big things for Virgil Ortiz. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, man. Ortiz don't play, man. I'm telling you, I like him, man. I like his style of boxing. I like how he moves on. He's very aggressive. And he doesn't sit back, man. Yeah, maybe 2 years on that. You're right. Maybe 2 years, but he's already calling out the big names. He's ready to take the challenges. I like that young fighters that actually do that and take it to heart and take the challenges the way they come. You know what I mean? You got a lot of fighters that come out like that. Yeah, I will. Thank you, Nathan. National Memorial Gardens. God bless to you and your family. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. God bless. And hit that like button if you haven't. And we'll continue talking. Thank you again for being here with us. Thank you so much. Yeah, and Malone, everything, and Malone Jones, everything comes with experience. So the more experience he gets, the more better he's going to get. But he's going to be a force to reckon with. I'll tell you that much. Wow, Javante and Fimo. I don't know if that ever happened. I'm still waiting for Javante and Lomachenko. To be honest with you, as long as Tank is with the Mayweather promotions, there's no telling what's going to happen there. I'd rather see Fimo fight. I'm glad he's fighting Comey, Lomachenko, or even Comey, either or. But as far as watching Tank, who knows where we're going to go from there. You might be waiting there for who knows how long. Yeah, like I told you about Bud. The thing with Bud is that people, I don't know why the guys, PBC Stable got a lot of talented fighters over there. What better way of trying to get a belt than fighting somebody like Crawford? So I don't know what's behind that. El Heyman, PBC, I don't know what's going on with that. Make the fights happen. And that's the problem with El Heyman. He holds on to his fighters. And I was reading an article today about that, and they were saying it's interesting how El Heyman doesn't really, he literally don't do a lot of matchups with his own fighters as much as he wants to. He doesn't. He just holds them in the stable and that's it. And that's not good. You know, if you got fighters there, you need to match them with each other and fight each other so you can see who the better fighter of that weight class is, and then put them with somebody like Crawford. You know, Crawford been calling out everybody, but for some reason they don't want it to happen, and that's the problem with Al Haymon. He's a control freak, and he wants to control everything, and it's hurting other fighters like Crawford. For some reason, he don't like Crawford. You know, but whatever the case may be, I mean that's dirty. I mean you don't want to use your fighters, so that's another reason why I'm glad that I'm so happy that PBC didn't get the heavyweight titles back, because he will hold on to them, do the same thing. He won't put them against his fighters. He'll just hold on to them. And that's not fair. You got a guy, a welterweight, that's 147. You're calling out your fighters and everything. You want to go behind the scenes. Just look what he did to Dylan White. Al Haymon in the BBC, in the WBC. What's the name for the WBC? The World Boxing Corruption? Look what that between them. And this is reading between the lines. So I can't respect Al Haymon. But there's a reason why we never see him. I mean, you got all these top middle welterweights. You don't want to put them against each other or do a round what is called robber thing or fight Crawford, but you want to sit there, you want to try to get the heavyweight belt. Please, I can't respect that. So I'm in a way, I'm happy and frustrated that Crawford has to go somewhere else and prove himself when he's a proven fighter. Yeah, people will say, like you said, people will say, oh, he's had a bad resume. He doesn't have this right. He hasn't done this right and that right. But you know what? He became undisputed at 140, and he's been calling all these other fighters out, and nobody wants to come and fight him. So now he's trying to take a leap to 160. I don't know why not 154, but he's taking a leap up there, and so be it. He's gonna get competition there. He's gonna get fighters that want to fight him there. He's got to do what he's got to do. Screw PBC. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the only fight that I really want to see Pac-Man doing is go to the limelight would have been if they ever had he really wants to fight Floyd Mayweather. So, but honestly, than that, even if they have who's Pac-Man got to fight now? Honestly, he's accomplished everything. Like it's just like Crawford said, I've accomplished that more than anybody else by Pac-Man. So who do you got over there? No, he doesn't deserve anything, but even Showtime or whatever he's doing, he's independent. He'll get whatever he wants. It make me sick. Yeah, but somebody said that earlier. That would be a great fight, actually. I would go for that. I could see Showtime, Sean Porter against Pacquiao. Both got speed. Both got strength. You got a southpaw and an orthodox. It'd be a great fight. Yeah, man, he's gonna be missed, man. That guy's been a blessing for a lot for boxing, for a lot of people, and for his own people in his country, man. He's got a good heart. He's been blessed. He carries himself right outside the ring. So yeah, so when he goes to the limelight, we're gonna miss a true great fighter. I'll tell you that right now. Guys, like I said, don't forget Fighting Mad T-shirts. Hit that like button like you hit your like you slam your girlfriend. You know what I mean? And if you want to give a super chat, it'd be greatly appreciated to help the channel. But either way, if you guys have any other anything else, any ideas, I try to get most of the news that happened today, and try to keep you guys updated with the best I can. Man, you can never put Pac-Man's legacy to question like you can with Canelo's. Two things I don't like about Canelo is he puts the dehydration clause in all his opponents. And if you believe in your skills, I truly believe you don't have to do that. But that's just the way it is for him. And I think that's honestly a disadvantage to some of the fighters because now they have to go a certain way. They have to get into and do all this other stuff. So that's one. And two, when you do what you did with Kovalev, I definitely lost all respect for you. I will never put you against compared to any of the Mexican greats. I don't care what anybody tells me. Can't respect that. And like I said earlier, that he's worrying about what he would like to come to Japan, fight in the UK. Worrying about the venues he's got to fight. Man, you need to fight, make your legacy real, and fight Boo Boo Andre, fight Boo Andre, fight Billy Joe Saunders, fight Charlo. Do something to legitimize your record, because right now all you're doing is collecting money. I know, man. That's hard. That's pretty hard right now to do, to be honest with you. But it can happen. You know what I mean? Well, from Bob Arum's side of things, I got more respect for Bob Arum than I do El Heyman. El Heyman hide behind everything. So I mean, just look, if I look what he is, he's a no disrespect to him, BBC. I'm just saying what I feel. He's a how you call it? He's a business advisor. So that means he can go cut red tape to this side and that side and get away with it, because he's not an actual promoter. He's a manager and advisor, which I don't totally agree with that. He's very sneaky, very controlling, very manipulative, and like I say, I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just telling you how I see him, and that's what he does with all these fighters. He's got all these welterweights sitting on the stable. That it's like having all these thoroughbreds that can win you a race, but you're not racing them, and that's what he's doing exactly with when they're having them fight Crawford. What's the purpose of you doing that? You know what I mean? You know, and then all his stablemates, all the fighters, thank you, Al Heyman. Of course, he's paying you and he's keeping you away from anything that you want to fight for. So I guess it's okay, but it's not fair to other fighters and other promotional companies. And you want to get that respect. And I like Bob Arum because Arum, as old as he is, he's got more sense than a lot more sense than Al Heyman. And Bob Arum will put his fighters eventually with the fight to be done, regardless of what happens. And I'm quite sure that he's talked about with Al Heyman about getting involved with getting Crawford into the fight, and that's been happening. You're gonna miss Bob Arum. I don't know about Al Heyman. They were saying matter of fact, I was watching. I was reading up a statistics about how PBC is losing like a lot of money. I think the last Wilder fight they had or whatever fight it was that Wilder had, the total venue was I think the number was like 28 million they sold or whatever it was, the prices or whatever. After they added everything, paying the promotion, paying the people where they had the venue and everything, PBC was still under like negative 15 million. So they're not making a lot of money, but you got your fighters sitting on the stables and you're not using them to make money. That's why I like Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns always gets his fighters active. Hi, how you doing, Rhonda Williams? Hit that like button if you haven't. Thank you so much for being on here. Bet some money on what, Rhonda? What are you saying you want to bet money on? I mean, anytime that has something to do with Golden Boy, there's always something going on with them too. So I wouldn't doubt it. Everything. You don't know what goes on. We don't know. It's like just the mafia. You don't know everything about the mafia, but you know it's there. Yeah, Kovalev was dramatic. You already knew that. I mean, how are you going to sit there and shake hands with somebody and take pictures before a fight? Please. You're making me laugh. Who you gonna go take? Canelo? He got enough money to take you. But who knows how many women he got? Yeah, man. The actual, you said 1.6. I think I was reading an article here was saying it was 1.8, and then they got supposedly the 1.8 the zone made, and they got like 220,000 subscribers. So they really killed it. And everybody was going to be a big fight. I'm kind of wondering how the Fury and Wilder fight going to do. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Wilder and Fury fight? You think that's going to be a big fight, a big sellout? Just like, do you think that that fight's going to actually equal to what Joshua and Ruiz did? I don't think so. And then you got the guy Wagner, Bill Wagner, or whatever his name, Larry. I think it's Bill Wagner, director of PBC or whatever he is, saying that Wilder sells out more and does more ticket sales and everything than Joshua and anybody else. I don't know what cup of coffee he's drinking. Yeah, like I said, so I mean, I don't even think that the Fury and the Wilder fight will top what Ruiz and Joshua did, and there again, it was a big fight. You got that right, Butasos. It's because of Fury. It's definitely not because of Wilder. My son was telling me that he went to go see Wilder fight, and he literally said, like, if you look at the venue, he said there was like a lot of empty seats, but of course they're not going to show that to the televised audience. They're going to make it look like it's full. But my son was like, this is crazy, man. And to have a guy like Bill Wagner come out from BBC and say that Wilder sells, I don't know, he's delusional. So yeah, you guys, like I was telling you, I'll check out the news tomorrow. I'll let you know if I'm going to go live or not. If you guys got any ideas, would you let me know? Just let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. We can go from there. If you have any ideas on what you want me to do for the channel while I'm here, uh, anything you want me to research for you guys, just let me know and I'll look it up on my time. Like I say, if you guys know any channels that I haven't actually previewed the whole card for Saturday. I literally tell you I told you who was fighting. For Saturday, Terence Crawford was Egan Squell. I can do a preview tomorrow of that. Lopez against Khomeini, and you also have the Irish fighter Michael Conlan against a Russian fighter named Vladimir Nikodin. And that fight, really, the Michael Conlan fight, has a lot of history between them two. And supposedly this guy beat the Russian Conlan a couple times, so it's like a big thing. And this Russian guy's been gone for a while from boxing. He's just coming back. He's 3-0, so it's like a big rematch. And Colin been wanting to have this fight for the longest time, so it's like a makeup type thing. But I can definitely do a preview on that tomorrow. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I can do that tomorrow. I don't know if tomorrow's tomorrow or the next day. I can definitely do a preview because on the 13th I'm going to be live for the DAZN card with Virgil Ortiz. I don't know who else. I don't know who else is on that card, so I have to go look at that one. But definitely, I can do that. Yeah, man. The thing is that one of the biggest things that I learned from Stacey McKinley, who actually was training the Kronk Gym, Emmanuel Stewart, he trained Mike Tyson. He said that in every decade, there's always been like an ambassador for the heavyweight division. And in Joshua right now seems to be the one. It's either going to be Joshua or Fury. They have that personality. They know how to carry themselves. And for the British, it's been great for Joshua to represent their country because he's carried them the way he's supposed to carry them. He's doing the right thing for them. He's won a lot of championships, and since Frank Bruno and all the other ex-heavyweights that carried it for them, he actually carried the torch for them. So it's good to see him to take the belts back and bring them back to the UK. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give my prediction for the card. I'll do a little research on that. I'll definitely do my what you want me to do. I'll definitely do that. That'll be great. I'll tell you who all is fighting in the card. The Terrence Crawford card, and let you know what's going on. And I'll also check out the one on the 13 on the zone, because all I see was just Virgil Ortiz and this other guy, the main event. I'll check the other ones out for you, and we can do that. We can talk some more boxing. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that one. I mean, it's just the way he talks, man. He just goes on. He talks like a preacher, but they say his father is a preacher. So if you ever see Wilder, he'll just go on a rant forever and a day. So it is what it is. But just I'll let you know about the preview. I'm definitely gonna go live for the 13th if the Virgil Ortiz fight. And like I said, if you guys haven't done that, please hit that like button and support the channel. Thank you for being with me tonight. I'll try to do this more like I'm trying to do consistent basis, and just bear with me. I got a phone that's like out of this world, and it's not the best phone at all, but I'm making it with that. And if you see me moving a lot, it's because I have to go ahead and get the phone so I can read the messages from you guys, and doing the best I can without BT being here. So many blessings to you guys. Thank you for watching the live. Keep going to Two School Sports on YouTube. Watch out the updated uh, interviews that Brendan has, the updated videos he put out. Like recently, just put one out recently on Chocolatito. You might want to go look at that. Look at the blog where he put out how he's celebrating the Joshua fight in the bars with the UK people that have been experienced for him, and just thank you. Keep subscribing to the channel. All this is going to get better and better. We're just going to keep trying to make it better for you guys. So with that being said, you guys have a good night. May God continue to bless you guys. And until tomorrow, if God's willing, I'll talk to you guys and go from there. Peace out, and God bless you guys, and thank you again for being here.